Folks, it's time for the main event of the evening. Canelo Álvarez, Jaime Munguia. Here's Mauro Ranallo.
Thank you very much, Brian. And if we get the Mexican version of Hearns Hagler, my goodness, the roof will come off this building here tonight. Canelo Álvarez, Jaime Munguia for the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship. Munguia, 6 years younger, has the longer reach, needs to establish the jab because the jab is key. It was key for Mayweather. It was key for Bivol, the only two people to defeat Canelo. And for Munguia and Álvarez here tonight, Álvarez, his first round will be his 485th. For Munguia's first round will be 200. So a huge edge and experience for the defending champion. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Canelo Promotions and Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Golden Boy Promotions and Xanther Boxing Promotions, and presented by Corona Premier, the exceptional light beer. It's fight night. Light it up by VMC Tequila Cocktails, El Originante Todo. By El Mexicano brand products, bring authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. By Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, only in theaters May 24th, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. This Undisputed World Championship is sanctioned by the WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, the WBA President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, the IBF President Daryl Peoples, and the WBO President Francisco Valcarcel. Along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the chairman is Dallas Hahn, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Introducing our three judges, scoring from ringside. From Nevada, Tim Cheatham. From Oklahoma, David Sutherland. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our third man in the ring, our referee in charge of the action, Thomas Taylor. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in an all-Mexico battle for the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's prime time! Introducing to you first on my right, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing colors of the Mexican flag, red, white, and green with black trim, hailing from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He weighed in at 167.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 43 wins, no losses, 34 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight in his 7th world title appearance, he aims to capture the undisputed crown. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former WBO 154-pound champion of the world, the undefeated all-action, battle-ready, hard-hitting, world-ranked contender, introducing Jaime Munguia. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks with Tiffany blue trim, El Orgulloso Guerrero de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at a trim and ready 166.75 pounds with a tremendous career and a record of 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the 4th defense of his undisputed title, here is the sensational star of boxing, the 4-division world champion and pound-for-pound great in his 25th world title appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the renowned, the current, the reigning and defending undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, presentando a Saúl Canelo Álvarez. Once again, a referee in charge, Thomas Taylor, now to give instructions.
Okay, both belt lines a little high, so we're going full belt line here, all letters here. You got my instructions in the back, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times, listen to my commands. Touch them up, back to your corner, gentlemen. Good. Good.
Will Canelo retain the undisputed crown, or will Munguia pull off the upset and become the new king of the ring? We are set for 12 rounds or less for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. The bell in round 1, the tension, you can cut it with a chainsaw. The energy, the excitement palpable, a sold-out crowd here in this all-Mexican battle. And yes, literally the biggest Mexican title fight in history. No two Mexican fighters have ever met this high up on the scale, and immediately the dueling chants begin.
Wow, such a divided crowd. A lot of people here for Munguia, a lot of people here for Canelo. People seem to want a new face of boxing. We'll find out tonight. Munguia starting off really good with the jab as expected, being the bigger guy. He's got the distance, so he's got to be on point with that jab.
All the way back in December of 2017 in a Ring magazine, New Faces feature, Munguia talked about one day facing his compatriot Canelo. That has come to fruition tonight. Canelo earlier this week says he will finish Munguia before round 8. Munguia's new trainer, second fight with Munguia. Freddie Roach, the Hall of Famer, predicts an 8th round knockout.
Munguia looking very sharp and very quick right now.
Canelo launching that left hook, caught off balance as they clinch, but Joe continued.
Yeah, the first punch that landed for Canelo was a right hand to the elbow, the left elbow of Munguia, which he does. He likes to destabilize your arm and that jab by hitting you in spots that will last in the field.
Doing exactly what many pundits and experts predicted that he should do against a guy like Canelo, establish the jab.
The jab, the distance, the straight punches. You want to keep Canelo busy with those.
In his last 4 fights, Canelo's output and accuracy is going down. Many people feel, I mean, he's been at the summit a long time. Is he on the other side of the mountain? He's gone the distance 4 times in a row. Of course, second time in his career, but man, this crowd is going to make our job easy because we don't have to say much. Let's listen to these people do their thing.
Don't do that. Back up. No extra quick or shit, all right? Back up. Go.
Nice left hook to the body by Canelo, and there's that patented lead left hook. He likes to double up. Freddie Roach even said it. His combinations are predictable, but very effective. He loves to go left hook body, left hook upstairs. Canelo also likes to land the left, the right to the body, and the right uppercut. And now Munguia opening up.
Beautiful combinations right there for Munguia. Again, he's got to stay busy. He's got to make Canelo think. I mean, Canelo, you got to make him defensive.
But Canelo's just walking right to Munguia, disregarding the power and the speed that Munguia is showing right now, which is incredible.
punches. He landed 5. Now Canelo is used to collecting the so-called data, used to methodical starts, picking it up as he goes on, but this is the kind of start Munguia wanted.
Yeah, perfect start for Munguia. Fast-paced, beautiful distance, jab, the range. But Canelo, like you mentioned, Canelo usually fights like this. Slow,
high accuracy,
and really good power shots.
Above average body puncher. You just have to ask Rocky Fielding and Josecito Lopez, among others, and still a great defensive fighter. Especially in close. I mean, the quintessential Mexican fighter was the legend Julio Cesar Chavez, Joe, who, while infighting, would still take a lot of punches off the gloves and utilize his body movement. And Canelo could do the same thing, but right now Munguia, trying to stay at distance, eats the left hook, but goes back to work with the jab.
Munguia, when he put pressure on Canelo backed up. He avoided most of the punches coming from Munguia and then stepped right back up to the plate and landed his own punches. He's very smart, Canelo. He's
an explosive counter puncher. The crowd rallying behind Jaime Munguia.
You've seen early on, like you mentioned, Joe earlier, the arm punches that Canelo's landing.
Just landing another one right
That's
there.
what he likes to do. He'll break down that behind guard. And he tore Callum Smith's ligaments in his arm, but look at Munguia open up. But Canelo again, very focused in the eye of the storm.
Yeah, Canelo doesn't blink. He's very calm under fire. He knows how to pick off punches. He just stepped in there with a nice body shot.
The Mexican style is all about close combat, relentless pressure, copious amounts of body punching. Never say die, never clinch, and you're seeing two proud proponents of it here in an all-Mexican affair. 1-2 from Canelo connects.
Beautiful accuracy right there from Canelo. Straight punches, 1, 2, 3. It was 3 punches that landed, but again, it's the power from Canelo. He's looking for that. We know that Munguia gets hit flush, so definitely Canelo's looking for that.
Munguia's hands are low when he throws his punches, leaving him susceptible to the counters, trying to keep his hands up as he goes on the attack.
All blocked by Canelo just now.
Even in the loss to Bivol, when Canelo was on the ropes, I remember this one sequence where Bivol threw a bunch of punches and Canelo was able to slip or block all of them.
Great defensive fighter that Canelo is. One of the best if right now in this era, for sure. But it's punches like that you want to keep throwing. You want to keep Canelo busy trying to take punches away.
And Munguia delivers a combination. And it's Canelo, though, who has the more thudding shots, especially to the body.
The ones that have landed cleanly are from Canelo right now. Munguia's throwing punches, but they're being blocked or slipped by Canelo. He's really calm under pressure, Canelo. Yeah. And he's showing it right now.
Canelo has definitely ramped it up here in the second round, now having thrown 50 punches, landing 16. Munguia 11 of 59. Neither fighter has been knocked down. Fans hope it'll be a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Munguia looks extra speedy tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah, he has to be. That's right. Yeah, his punches look really quick tonight.
He was impressive, especially in that Ryder fight, knocked him down 4 times, sent Ryder into retirement, the common opponent that Canelo beat, going the distance. But here now in round 3, Canelo with the high guard, trying to bait Munguia. Munguia, though, loading up on the jab, fires the right hand behind it.
And that's what you want to keep doing. The younger fighter, keep that same momentum.
Nice counter left hook upstairs by Munguia.
The volume, but it's always going to be the counter punching from Canelo.
Nice double left hook a la Canelo by Munguia on the right hand. Nice slip of the, he really curled that left hook in quick.
And look what Munguia does after he's done throwing the combination.
Yeah, he's not admiring his work like he's
getting out and with the jab.
And giving him that extra second to land a counter. There's the right uppercut from Canelo. Neither fighter again has been down, but they are throwing spiteful shots early.
Yeah, Canelo stepped back off that right hand from Munguia, like he just does a little half step and counter with the right uppercut. He's really, really smart.
Yeah, Canelo's money punch right there. The pull back uppercut.
Canelo always throws spiteful shots.
Yes.
Loads up on his punches, but Munguia really using the jab effectively, Joe.
Yeah, like I said, he's really sharp with the jab. All of his punches right now, a lot more, I'd say, accurate than the past couple of fights. Or I should say the Derevinchenko fight, at least. He looks like a different fighter right now.
Yeah,
very poised.
That was the fight of the year against the great big what-if, and Sergey Derevinchenko had many opportunities to become a champion, such a great fighter. He, and in fact, the knockdown really could have secured the fight for Munguia against Derevinchenko, and then he dropped Ryder 4 times, and so
Canelo right now is taking Munguia's jab away. How? By throwing his own jab as well, and by countering Munguia after his jab.
Final minute of the 3rd round.
The feints keep him guessing.
Munguia walking Canelo down, has him in the corner. High guard by Canelo. Very educated eyes.
He's missing a lot. And Canelo's doing a perfect job by taking the 2 steps back.
Right hand to the body by Munguia.
And you know he's going to come back with the big shot.
Hasn't countered yet.
He will.
Double jab by Munguia. Munguia continues to be the aggressor as expected.
Yes and no. He's aggressive when Canelo allows him to be.
Munguia walking down Canelo, going to work at Canelo, landing these shots. The crowd erupting. Canelo with a counter left hook. Munguia with his best work here in the final seconds of round 3.
That was the best round right there for Munguia. Looked really sharp. Fast and short and crisp punches. An improvement.
Güey, no quiero que mantengas el mismo ritmo así pasivo.
Keep that same pace.
No quiero que te confíes, güey. Poco a poco le vas a ir mejor viendo, le vas a ir viendo mejor los golpes. No te lo sueno. ¿Ya? ¿Ya? Poco a poco le vas a ir viendo mejor los golpes, güey, Simón. Como un maestro te quiero arriba, bloquea, pasa,
like a teacher up there.
pendejo, nomás métetele adentro.
Get on the inside and touch him.
Bien cerradito, güey,
All right, close up that guard.
All right, there's that right hand. There was a little low, that double hook. Most of those were off the glove. Some of them were slipping through. That's the one that really got through. No, I'm talking about clean shots.
Usually with Canelo, that doesn't even happen.
You're right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Munguia is sharp as I've ever seen him right now. He's as fast as I've ever seen him, and very, very tactical right now.
And yet the corner keeping him composed, not getting overconfident. The crowd, of course, can play a big factor with their reaction to punches. Larry Hazard, unofficial scorecard, has Munguia ahead 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. And again, when they throw punches, the crowd will react. Judges can be influenced.
And this is how we wanted Munguia to start. Fast-paced, volume punching. Again, you know, we talk about the older Canelo, but again, the power is there.
The high guard blocked those shots by Canelo, but it was unable to land the counter. And Munguia continues to just put the pressure on. Lands a right hand.
And I like how Munguia's throwing straight.
Nice 1-2, right hand by Canelo. But Munguia took it very well.
He did. And Munguia got hit earlier in that first exchange with the left hook that he took really well. That was clean.
Really good.
Canelo loves to lead with the right hand. Chopping right, missing.
Yeah.
Munguia's already thrown 118 jabs. It is the 4th round. He's landed 23. Canelo 14 of 59, but the jab has never been a calling card for Canelo. He wants to deliver punishing power shots, usually on the counter, usually the lead left hook to the body and upstairs. And look at the graphic talking about a very important weapon here tonight.
Yeah, very important weapon. More for Munguia, of course, because he wants to have that space, that ring. Yes, and Canelo, of course, he uses the jab as a power puncher, as a setup punch, but he's trying to get in the inside. That's where he wants to be.
The jab is hitting Munguia, and Canelo countering with the right uppercut on the inside. Nice right hand. Canelo spun his head, took some of the steam off, but got hit with that right hand. And now Canelo lands a right. And Munguia stays in the pocket.
2 right uppercuts by Canelo. 3. Canelo's capable of. Wow.
Loading up on the left. Munguia down for the first time, now facing all of the heat here in round 4. Great start, but the great equalizer, the power of Canelo Álvarez. As we go to round 5, this audience already is electric as a rivalry between Edison and Tesla. What a night!
There's a miss hook by Munguia.
Yeah, but Canelo's respond with the inside punches. The uppercut is the punches you don't see that hurt. And Munguia never saw that short uppercut from Canelo.
The left hook started it, the right uppercut finished it.
And see, if you're going to poke your head on the inside with Canelo, you better have that middle closed up and everything else.
Everything was working for Munguia, but guess what? The experience of Canelo. He knew he was going to come in short. Sweet uppercut in the inside.
Like Eddie Reynoso said, be the teacher.
Canelo talked about fighting Munguia because of the respect that he showed him, but also because he praised Munguia's discipline, punching power, and hunger. He said all qualities that guarantee an exciting fight. Well, it's exciting, all right.
Let's see how Munguia reacts in this next round after the knockdown. He's like you mentioned, he's been never knocked down. Yeah, first time.
27 years of age, entering his physical prime against Canelo Álvarez, who is in his 65th fight tonight. My goodness, the thunderous crowd. And you think about that, 33 years of age, has fought more than any other fighter ranked by Ring Magazine, 65 pro fights.
Yeah, that's a really important key as well for Canelo's been here before. He's just used to this crowd, this magnitude of just the vibe. And Munguia, I don't know, it's his first time.
The thing about Canelo is, no matter what, he always looks like he's in control. Even when the other guy's doing well, he looks under control.
See the head movement there as he took all the steam off the punch and countered and now goes to the body. So the defensive reflexes are still there. Lead left hook by Canelo, the jab from Munguia, which has disappeared because of the power of Canelo.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say that Canelo's flat-footed. Yes, he is, but he's a guy that he knows how to work from the inside. That's where his power comes from. He waits for the guy to make mistakes. He lunges in, and Canelo pulls back. There it is, the uppercut.
Plus when Canelo pulls out, he's got his hands up good. When you go to the body, he protects the elbow when to block the body shot.
Slip, block, parry, and counter at close range.
Yeah, you don't want to be there if you're Munguia. Again, he's letting his hands go, but not his type of fight.
Landed for Canelo Álvarez. Munguia goes to the body, but hands were low. Took some off. Oh, and there's a left. The jab that pops Munguia's head back. Diminishing returns for Jaime Munguia.
Canelo's timing is really on point.
Makes a metronome jealous. And Munguia aggressively trying to come back, but just does not have the power of Canelo Álvarez.
He's doing the right thing. He just does not have the power or the respect so far from Canelo. So Canelo's able to.
I don't know if he doesn't have the power. I think he's got the power.
He does, but not the respect from Canelo.
I just think Canelo's defense is so calm and so professional and so above board. He's
targeted. Comparison to Canelo. The power belongs to Canelo already, as we've seen.
Yeah, the power jab from Canelo. He sets that up really nice. he hasn't sat down this whole fight.
Es un muchacho fuerte, hijo, y pega. ¿Qué vamos a hacer ahorita? Ya está más lento con el contragolpes, estás aquí, ya trae cansado el hombro. Se lo va a seguir, pum, pam, pam, pianito, se te arrima, pam, lo paras con la izquierda. Después lo dejas corto, bloqueas, y lo empiezas a bloquear arriba. Cerrado, güey, a la Chaquito, cabrón.
Canelo used to collecting more information than a SIM card in the early rounds. Obviously was able to find an opening and deliver that power that led to the first knockdown of Munguia's career as we begin round number 6 of this undisputed super middleweight championship fight from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on the eve of Cinco de Mayo. And now look at how fortunes have changed. Larry Hazard's unofficial scorecard now has Canelo on top by 2 points thanks to that knockdown in round 4.
Yeah, Munguia started off really good with the but it's the power from Canelo. I mean, he's, like you said, so calm, collected data.
Beautiful, right up with that jab to the body.
I know, he's just so comfortable right now. You can walk in through those punches easy.
Yeah, Canelo finished that combo with a nice left hook to the liver, snuck it in, but really nice. Munguia was busy with the punches up top.
1 minute gone in the 6th. There's a jab from Canelo, another jab from Canelo. Feinting, trying to get Munguia to drop his hands. High guard by Munguia, but still Canelo lands a combination and then culminates with a right to the body.
Yeah, jab. Canelo doing the work with the jab now. Jaime Munguia, I think.
Canelo is just so slick. Once he figures you out, it's hard to hit him.
Munguia firing off a combination. And of course, Munguia is known for throwing 4 and 5 punch combinations throughout his career, especially in the latter stages of fights. He continues to deliver, but Canelo just out of range.
Yeah, he just pulls out and steps back in.
Those were great combinations, great punches from Munguia, but again, the defensive side from Canelo, I mean, he's so good at it, and he blocks both of them.
Referee Thomas Taylor inspecting Canelo's head, asking them to be careful. Don't need an accidental head clash. .30 seconds left in the 6th. And it's when Munguia goes to the body that he leaves his head exposed for that counter opportunity from Canelo.
When he throws a right hand, when he throws a 1-2, he's going to throw that liver shot normally, and you're right, he leaves that right hand down.
We are through the first half of this Mexican battle.
Canelo's taken over, the past 3 rounds. There's a little jab feint, Munguia went to parry it, and Canelo came over with his left hook, rocked him, and he stepped back. There's a jab right down the pipe.
Yeah, look where Canelo's standing at a great distance right there. Right, and here comes the big right from Canelo right here.
Right, he maneuvered Munguia's head
up the guard, he saw it, yeah.
And just right down the middle. He's so smart. He's so good. This is why he's won 60 fights.
Opened up the guard like a double click as we head into round number 7. Canelo coming on. So as we head into the second half of the fight, let's talk adjustments that need to be made by Munguia. Abner, take it away.
Well, Munguia, he's got to get back on that rhythm that he started with the jab, the letting the punches go, keeping Canelo busy, and not giving him those opportunities to counterpunch. And for Canelo, well, Canelo just the experience and just waiting for the right time to land the big shots and to continue to break him down and open up the guard for Munguia.
Power punches through 6 rounds. Canelo 65 of 137, 47% clip. Munguia 42 of 142, just 30%.
Canelo's so good at blocking and parrying right inside. I mean, literally 6 inches away. He's so good at maneuvering your punches and moving them out of the way and then countering.
And the stat I just shared speaks eloquently about Canelo's offense and defense.
Yeah, a guy that we've been talking that he hasn't been throwing as many punches as before, but he throws the right ones with the right power.
Low output, high accuracy. We haven't seen Munguia feint much. He tried it there. And they're countered by the left from Canelo.
Yeah, he's so worried about being countered right now, Munguia.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah, of course.
And you see Canelo bounce punches off the shoulders. We talk about that as well. He's content to just beat your arms to a pulp so you drop your guard more than
good liver shot.
Another liver shot by Canelo. And another body shot from Canelo.
When he throws Canelo, he doesn't miss.
Yeah, Munguia's falling into
He's suffering from the Canelo effect.
Yeah, he's falling into the
left hook by Canelo. Munguia takes it. Another left right by Canelo. Methodical, economical, highly efficient, and highly effective.
Just watching one of the best ever and seeing him this close and in person, he's just so impressive. He's so good.
It's the 7th time that he's headlined a Cinco de Mayo event. 2nd time against a fellow Mexican. The first time was against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and he took him to school. You talk about being a teacher. Shut him out at 164.5 pounds. Under 30 seconds left here in the 7th. Munguia trying to find a way to land an effective shot, but Canelo is keeping him at bay.
Yeah, we talked about Munguia. Was it too soon for him to take this fight? Well, it was his opportunity. He's taking it, and he started off good, like I said, but the experience from Canelo is just too much.
Left hand, another left hook whipping, but Munguia bites down, comes forward. Unable to effectively land anything of consequences. We go to the 8th round.
Agarra aire primero, recupérate.
Breathe first, recuperate.
Recupérate.
Recuperate.
¿Cómo te sientes? Muy bien.
How are you feeling? Very good.
¿Cómo lo sientes a él?
How do you feel him?
¿Más lento?
He's good. Is he slower? Yeah.
A la desesperada él ataca, hijo. Ataca sin ton ni son.
He's going to be desperate.
Tira golpes por todos lados. Entonces, ¿qué vas a hacer?
He's going to throw
Nomás
punches for
cortito,
everything.
nomás
So what are
cierras
you
de
going to do?
poquito. Cuando te tira
Close
abajo,
in
nomás
hand.
un pasito atrás,
Close.
déjamelo corto,
And when he's
güey,
coming in, step back, leave him short.
Cerradito, hijo.
All right, close up
Faltan
that
5
guard.
roundcitos, hay que hacerlos de la
5
manera
rounds.
más chingona que pueda haber.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Little in close work. Boom, there's that liver shot he snuck in there. And you see the hands drop from Munguia. That's the sign. He felt it.
Yeah, he faked him. He faked that he was going to throw the uppercut, and he got him to the body.
Round number 8. As Munguia feinting a little bit now. Their double jab, but Canelo again able to take the steam off of these shots and avoid any real disaster here as he is content to just stay hyper-focused, the high guard, and then whips the jab into the face of Munguia. Munguia, though, still working.
Oh, he's still working, and he's still dangerous. And, you know, you got to be on your toes. You got to be a Canelo to stop a guy like this right now. He's still dangerous. And he'd be dangerous to anybody else other than Canelo in this fight right here. Canelo's a maestro.
And I think Canelo knows that. Yeah, Munguia's still dangerous, but I think Canelo has him where he wants him.
Yeah, he's starting to own him.
Yeah, Munguia making a lot of mistakes now. I mean, he's lunging in with that jab, but with the right hand as well. So Canelo, he's been here before. He's seen it, so he's waiting for the right time.
Triple jab by Munguia going downstairs. Munguia trying to find some momentum, found some success, and the crowd, of course, will react to it, but not doing a lot here. A lot of those punches being blocked by the high guard of Canelo Álvarez.
And Munguia knows it. It's got to be really discouraging to throw 15 punches and not have one of them really land solidly.
Really discouraging. And guess what? Here comes Canelo now. You let him get off. Munguia threw all his 5, 6 shots, missed most of them. And here comes the power shots from Canelo.
Another body shot by Canelo.
Tom Taylor.
Thomas Taylor.
Tom had to chuckle at that one. That was a purpose pitch.
Canelo and Munguia both landed 33 body shots. The more stunning ones belong to the defending champion.
Yeah, Munguia is slowing down already. Because they have to do with those body shots.
Backing up, getting his head caught back. The crowd trying to rally behind Munguia. Less than a minute left in the 8th. Another left hook, right uppercut by Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo sets you up with that jab, and then throw that quick 1-2 and land it.
He keeps you busy with that jab, and then peekaboo, here comes the uppercut.
We've mentioned that Canelo perceived, flat-footed, but it works for him, whereas Munguia likes to bounce up and down the balls of his feet, and we haven't seen much of that again because, and that's what he was known for, strong legs, but they've been taken away by the power of Canelo.
Yeah, after you've been hit like that from Canelo into the body, you can't, not going to be bouncing.
Nothing of note as we go to round number 9, so neither prediction by Canelo or Munguia will come true, but we have tonight.
Jack him up like that. He gets combination. Jack him up the whole all night long. Yeah. What round is this? 9 coming up. Oh, see, you control the round with the jab, right? Okay. Because he rests and he works last 1 minute. Okay. He gets there last minute. Okay. Right? Then it's time to work. Steal the round. Stay there. You're good. Come up. Okay. You gotta be first, Jaime. Almost, Jaime. Nice combination.
Landing punches, but the cleaner shots, as clean as a washing machine, belong to Canelo Álvarez.
Yeah, I saw the corner and the body language. Munguia discouraged in that corner, and Canelo, he still hasn't sat down.
No, he took the water that was given by everyone else. He was a little bit more, please. He's very just so calm and so professional, so great.
Now on the inside, Munguia going to the body, but it's, again, Canelo avoiding, and then Munguia drops underneath that left hook, but leaves himself open to the uppercut.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, there's another uppercut by Canelo Álvarez, the right uppercut on the inside, one of his money shots. Munguia connects with a few shots on Canelo, but Canelo fires back with a harder 1-2.
It's always the straight punches that give Canelo trouble from that distance. But again, he's just so good at counterpunching. He just waits for you to finish letting off, and then he comes back with his shots.
Devastating. That's a sharp right hand, left uppercut.
And those are all headshots. Wait, he's going to throw the body shots now.
To keep it above the belt.
Accidental, just don't retaliate, all right?
Munguia threw a right hand, left hook to the body, and it may have strayed a little away, and Canelo complained about it, and Tom Taylor addressed it.
Under a minute left here in the ninth. Munguia pressing forward, throwing punches, but not doing much damage. continues to put the pressure on. But Canelo able to pivot, put Munguia on the ropes, and go to the body.
Yeah, Munguia starts off really good combinations, but the experience, I mean, Canelo just turned him and turned it into his fight. Oh.
Again, the high guard of Canelo blocking those shots from Munguia.
And when he isn't blocking those, if anything comes down the middle, he's good at throwing shots, moving hands away. He's just a master. I'll tell you, Munguia fights anybody else tonight. He's going to be on top. Canelo touches not the crowd.
This is the main event here tonight in Las Vegas. There is Tank Davis taking in the action. David Benavidez right behind him. Benavidez would have loved to have been in the ring tonight against Canelo. He couldn't land the fight, so he's moving on up.
There's that quick jab right hand from Canelo. Landed fairly well.
Well, the good news for Jaime Munguia, he landed a fight high 23 punches in the 9th round. Yeah, bad news, Canelo landed 25.
Right, Munguia had a good round last round. He was active, and he's aggressive, and he's trying to win this fight. That's what I love about Munguia. He does not give up. He will keep pressing.
And he has to keep pressing if Larry Hazard's scorecard is any indication of what's going on here tonight, because he is down by a lot as we are heading into the championship rounds in 2.5 minutes. And Canelo continues to just be the quintessential Canelo Álvarez, using his reflexes, his instincts, his defense, and then the counters, the power, the experience, the IQ. It's all on display tonight.
Yeah, and it's like Joe said, it's discouraging that when you let your punches go, you're landing. Canelo changes it with one big shot.
Munguia is still very dangerous right now. He's whipping in some good shots. He's just not landing flush. He went nicely. Uppercut, he slid in through the middle. And of course, answers back with one.
Another punch bounced off the shoulder. Another arm punch by Canelo. Continues to target Munguia's left arm, and we mentioned it earlier, he ended up tearing the biceps of Colin Smith with those shots in their fight. So Canelo loves to attack all parts of the body. Nice left uppercut on the inside by Canelo. Body shot by Munguia.
And Munguia just slipped right into a left uppercut, which Canelo picked up. But again, Munguia is throwing some hard shots. Although they're being picked off mostly by Canelo.
Canelo makes you feel comfortable. He lets you get off, and again, he makes you pay for that.
False sense of security. Closing in on crashing the 1,000 combined punches thrown in this championship fight, as we are just over 30 seconds away from heading into the championship rounds.
Canelo went from a right hand to a right uppercut to a right hand in succession. Just brilliant. There's a jab right hand. That's what the right hand that landed by Munguia. Then a good left hook.
Good body shot there from Canelo as well.
And there's that little deep jab, and then a right hand right over the low left hand of Munguia. That was a nice series of punches by Munguia, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but like I said, Canelo makes you feel comfortable. He lets you land a couple of shots for him to land big shots.
He's more tired than you. Yeah. More. Yeah. More. More. Right?
Go. T-Mobile Arena sold out for the Cinco de Mayo weekend main event for the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship. Canelo has landed more body punches against Munguia than any other opponent with 43. But let's not forget, Munguia went into the championship round down on the scorecards against Sergey Derevyanchenko, and he pulled it out with some late fight magic, a knockdown bite. That was Derevyanchenko in a fight of the year last year. He's on a different level tonight against the man who rules the roost, Canelo Álvarez. And Munguia needs the kind of magic that sells out here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, way different fight too. It was more competitive. They're going back and forth. It was a fight of the year. And then this one, you know, Canelo's just over-punching him and just counter-punching him easy.
Well, so much if anybody thought this was the end of the road for Canelo or the end of his career, he would say.
He is 2 minutes away here now in the 11th, and then one more round again. Many people wondering, you know, he's gone the distance 4 times for the 2nd time in his career. People wanting, of course, to see the knockout. Easier said than done, especially a guy undefeated who, by the way, was knocked down for the first time in his career earlier tonight by Canelo. But a minute 45 now left, and Canelo wants to prove that he is still the man at 168 pounds.
Another thing, a lot of people say that Canelo fades towards the end, but it doesn't seem like I get in this fight.
It's like maybe a little cut.
Guys, watch those heads, all right? Let's go.
They banged heads on the right eyebrow of Canelo, and he wiped at it.
Canelo was cut over his left eye in fights with Gennady Golovkin, the first one, Ian Smith and Shane Mosley, so he had been cut previously. Final minute of the 11th. Nice defense from Munguia.
Body shot.
Canelo throws a left hook. And Munguia remembers to put his hands up, went to the high guard, now his hands are back again, both of them with the high guard, but it's...
Yeah, he's like Canelo's intentions of just going in forward pressure. He put his hands up Munguia.
Beautiful right hand when Munguia slipped down. He's just so accurate, Canelo. And is able to avoid hard punches from Munguia. Just
Munguia's landed some shots, but just not as hard or as clean as Canelo.
Muy bien. Está Ryder.
Last round, dude.
Last round, we're going to touch gloves at the belt.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Quiero que tires golpes de calidad, de potencia, güey.
Punches, power punches. Boom, boom.
Él va a salir a tirar todo,
He's going to
güey.
come out with everything, throw everything.
Échame agua en la espalda.
Agua, échale agua en la
Put water in my
espalda.
back,
Me metió el ojo.
Te lo limpio.
in my eye. I'll take care of it.
¿Ya? Es el último. ¿Qué vas a hacer, hijo? Ganar la pinche pelea si lo
That's
haces
right.
bien.
What are you gonna do? Win the
De una
damn
forma
fight, son,
contundente
if you do it right.
convincente. Va a salir con todo bloqueando, güey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 12th and final round.
Sold out crowd, convivial atmosphere. Canelo Álvarez on the verge of retaining his crown. Does Munguia have some 12th round magic in his gloves?
Well, he's going for it right now. He's throwing every great left hook by Canelo.
The thing is that he's going to make a mistake and Canelo's going to make him pay for it dearly. I don't know.
goes to the body again, ripping the left hook. Munguia leaning in, susceptible to those uppercuts.
And when he dips that right hand kick from Canelo too, lands every time.
That's exactly what the corner told Canelo. He's going to come out with everything. Block, and
as you would expect. Anybody in position. 3 minutes, 2 minutes left. This is it. Biggest fight of your life. Munguia, former belt holder, 154 pounds, 2-0 at 168. And now the crowd beginning to salute both of them, but now more predominantly for the reigning champion, Canelo. Right uppercut.
With a chop right hand, 2 right uppercuts. Canelo's landing at will this round.
Landed 12 punches already here in the 12th and final round. But offense muted for Munguia as well. This is it, just over a minute left. Only 36 punches thrown by Munguia.
Yeah, he came out hot, but, you know, Canelo settled him down real quick, and now Munguia is getting hit hard.
Combination by Canelo led Munguia right into it. Canelo Álvarez has landed 43% of his punches, 49% of his power punches, 35% of his jabs, compared to Munguia's 26% landed punches, 40% power, 22% jabs. We talk about it ad nauseum. Low output, high accuracy, and he remains at the highest point of the sport. 15 seconds left, and Canelo, the teacher, took Jaime Munguia to school here on the eve of Cinco de Mayo. This is over. Canelo Álvarez goes the distance 5 consecutive times, but this was comprehensive. I just, we talked about it. Class was in session, and he taught Jaime Munguia a lot of valuable lessons that Munguia can take moving forward now. Here he is, the biggest fight atmosphere, the biggest fight still, just 27 years of age, and yes, we have not heard the official decision, and believe me, I need to make that point when it comes to boxing, unfortunately, but come on.
Yeah. No, look, you're right. Munguia is going to take a lot away from this fight. I think he came into this fight a better fighter than he was 3 fights ago. So, I mean, he's progressively getting better and better. Unfortunately, he ran into the real maestro tonight, who is Canelo, and he just is brilliant. In person, he's more brilliant than he is when you see him on the big screen.
Definitely, on paper, everybody thought that there was going to be a more competitive, closer fight for Munguia. But as Mauro mentioned, the school was on session. The teacher, Canelo Álvarez, taught him a lot tonight, and this was a perfect opportunity.
He's got a PhD in pain. Let's revisit some of the action that went down in these 12 rounds here tonight at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Oh, well.
Munguia started off really good with the volume of the combinations. But again, Canelo does that. He makes you feel like you're in the fight. But boom, here comes the uppercut and knocks you down.
He gets you feeling comfortable with yourself and then unloads on you. And he pretty much repeated that all night.
The body work from Canelo, like we mentioned, his body work in this fight was just brilliant. I mean, the youth from Munguia obviously was there, and he continued. The last round, he wanted it big, but again, Canelo's accuracy and you know, power punches were just too much for Munguia.
And the punch stats, courtesy of CompuBox, the numbers really do tell the story here with Canelo Álvarez, impressive percentages. And for Jaime Munguia, gave it his best ever. He gave it the old college try to continue our education theme. But let's make it, let's find out who walks out at T-Mobile Arena as the undisputed super middleweight champion. Here's Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Tim Cheatham sees the contest 117 to 110. Judge David Sutherland sees it 116 to 111. And Judge Steve Weisfeld sees it 115 to 112. For your winner by unanimous decision, and still the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Álvarez.
Remember what I said about the judges? They got it right, but those scores. Canelo Álvarez remains undisputed super middleweight champion in his 65th professional fight. He improves to 61, 2-2. Let's go to Canelo and Jim Gray.
All right, Mauro, thank you very much. Canelo, this was a huge, huge fight to all the folks back home. What does it mean to you to have won this?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm glad I give Jaime this opportunity. He's a great guy, great champion. He's gonna continue doing good. So, and I feel very proud to pull these kind of fights here in Vegas. All around is watching us, the Mexicans, and I feel proud about represent Mexico. Viva Mexico, cabrones!
A little slow at first, but you figured him out about the third or fourth round. Tell us about the knockdown and if you thought the fight was going to end there.
Yeah, you know, I take my time. That's why I have a lot of experience, right? Jaime Munguia is a great fighter. He's strong, he's smart. But you know, I take my time. I have 12 rounds to win the fight, and I did. I did really good, and I feel proud about it.
Were you certain that you were going to be able to counter-punch so effectively?
Yeah, you know, he's strong, but he's a little slow. I can see every punch. Sometimes he got me because I get so confident. But you know, like I say, that's why I have this kind of experience, because that's why I'm the best. That's why I'm the best, right?
You feel you're the best Mexican fighter ever?
Huh?
Best Mexican fighter ever?
No, I don't consider myself the best fighter ever. I think when I retire in my numbers, it's gonna say where the position I am. But I respect all the Mexican fighters in the past and the press, and I feel proud about it. I just doing my thing, and
so when you say the best, when you say the best, you mean the best fighting right now?
Right now, I'm the best fighter right now, for sure.
Well, we're not even going to let you get a little ice because everybody wants to know what's next. And David Benavidez is the person that everybody across this country and across the world would like to see you fight. You said earlier this week you're willing. What are your thoughts now?
I don't know right now. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna enjoy my family. But you know, if the money is right, I made a call. If the money is right, I can fight right now. I don't give a shit.
So it's only a matter of money?
Yeah. You know, at this point, everybody is asking for everything, right? When I fought with Lara, Trow, Miguel Ángel Cotto, Mayweather, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, everybody, they say I'm not going to fight them, and I fought all of them. So right now, I can ask whatever I want, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm Mexican.
Go ahead and tell your folks in Spanish. Go ahead.
Yeah. Antes todos decían que no quiere pelear con Trout, que no quiere pelear con Cotto, que no quiere pelear con Golovkin, con Mayweather, con Billy Joe, con Callum Smith, con Caleb Plant. And I fought all, y peleé con todos ellos. Y siempre hacen y preguntan por una pelea. Ahorita estoy en la posición de hacer lo que yo quiera y de pedir lo que yo quiera. Y si les gusta, bueno. Y si no, también. ¿Y qué creen? Soy mexicano. ¡Que viva México!
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Please translate that for us.
Yes, I fought everybody. Cotto, I fought Golovkin, Mayweather, everybody.
I say the same thing I said before.
Plans everything.
I said the same thing he said before. Okay. Congratulations, Canelo. Thank you. Let's bring Jerry. Please translate. Sure. What's your assessment of this fight this evening? You came out strong, and it seemed like you were pretty good tracked, and you were gaining some confidence. What happened?
Con confianza parecía.
Bien, la verdad que me sentí bien, creo que pues creo que gané los primeros rounds, me lastimó el brazo, es un peleador con muchísima experiencia, entonces pues la verdad me ganó bien, pero pues me dolió mi primera derrota, la verdad.
I came out well, however, but I think at the beginning I was winning some of those rounds. It was going well. I let my hands go, but he's a fighter with a lot of experience, obviously.
Canelo said
he beat me. Unfortunately, he beat me. Definitely hurts. The loss hurts.
Canelo says you have a big future. Do you think if you were fighting anybody other than him tonight, you would have won?
Es un gran futuro. Si hubieras peleado contra cualquier otro, lo hubieras ganado esta noche.
Sí, así es, la verdad que te digo, yo me sentí muy bien, la verdad te digo, es un peleador con bastante experiencia, empecé muy bien los rounds, pero después de ahí pues me empezó a ganar los rounds.
Yes, it's no doubt I would have. I felt very well but again, he's a fighter with lots of experience. I started well, but yes, obviously, had the problems.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Moro, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Jaime Munguia, 27 years of age, just entering his physical prime. Taste defeat for the first time in 44 fights, and he had, it's a loss, but it can also be a learning lesson for Canelo. 234 punches, most landed by any Munguia opponent. A classic Canelo performance.
Yeah, most definitely a learning lesson for Munguia. Reminds me of when Mayweather fought Canelo. Canelo learned a lot from that, and look where he's at now. So great experience for Munguia, and Canelo, well, Canelo's all about show me the money, and then we'll get that big fight that everybody wants.
And I agree with Munguia. I said it earlier, I think he would have beaten anybody else tonight at his weight division. That being said, Canelo is he's a certified genius in the ring, and he is an amazing fighter, and I hope he still fights a couple more fights before he retires.